Hello and welcome to Dedicated to Wrestling. Couple of things I want to talk about in this episode. A little preview of Raw that's going to take place tonight, and Vince McMahon apparently being extremely unhappy with 205 Live, the Cruiserweight show. First of all, on to tonight's Raw. Brock Lesnar will be returning to Raw tonight. Goldberg will not be there, so we're not going to get the Brock Lesnar and Goldberg confrontation that we probably want before the Royal Rumble. But as far as I'm aware, they are scheduled to be on one of the same shows at least before the Royal Rumble, so we'll probably get that confrontation there. And finally, Triple H is supposed to be on Raw. He sent a tweet out yesterday after the UK Championship finished saying that he was now headed to Raw. Seth Rollins replied to this by simply saying interesting. So the fact that Seth Rollins is replying to that at all would suggest that Triple H is finally going to appear on Raw. Hopefully, for the love of God, tell us why he betrayed Seth Rollins to help Kevin Owens win the Universal Championship, and finally, once again, build to their match at, well, I presume it's going to be at WrestleMania, but I presume Triple H might enter himself into the Royal Rumble, but Triple H and Seth Rollins is 100% lock for WrestleMania, so hopefully we can start building to that now, as they've been waiting to pull the trigger on Triple H returning for at least 3 months now. 3 months, I think, yeah, 3 months since Kevin Owens won the title. They've been waiting all that time just because they wanted to save Seth and Triple H for WrestleMania, and it hasn't been doing Seth any favours. Like, I love the guy, but he's been pretty boring for me these last few months. He's had no real direction, and we all know he wasn't going to beat Kevin Owens for the Universal title. So hopefully Seth can finally get some much needed direction on the road to WrestleMania. Now, next up, 205 Live. We've seen some changes with 205 recently, and that's because Vince McMahon was extremely disappointed with the lack of fan interest from both 205 Live and the Raw Cruiserweight division. This is the reason why the company is looking to add more superstars with name value to the division, which they've already started, of course, with the additions of Adrian Neville and Tajiri. And of course, Neville, it was not originally planned for him to even be a part of 205 Live, but after 205 Live didn't gain much fan interest at all, they decided to add him to it. Next up, being added to it, we presume, will be Austin Aries. He's already done some commentary for some cruiserweight matches on 205 Live, and it's very much expected that he will be next on that 205 roster and the cruiserweight roster, which I think will be an excellent addition. Austin Aries, Neville. Finally glad Neville is getting a chance to shine. Like, apparently I didn't even want him to be on 205 Live or in the cruiserweights, but he was being wasted anyway. He didn't even appear on Raw for months after his injury, so I'm glad he's finally getting some shine. And personally, a Neville Austin Aries match sounds absolutely fantastic to me. Speaking of Neville also, he's been praised for his work with Cruiserweight Champion Rich Swann since making his arrival to 205 Live, and he's very much expected to beat Rich Swann for the Cruiserweight Championship at the Royal Rumble. He's certainly expected to win the Cruiserweight Championship before WrestleMania comes around. As always, guys, thank you for watching this episode. There will be another episode maybe later on, maybe not. We're going to see what the Raw rating is tomorrow and look forward to SmackDown Live. Thanks for watching. This has been Dedicated to Wrestling. Until next time.